Okay, well, here we go. Representative Al Green has just been censured by the House of Representatives. So, what caused all this? What started this? Let's go back to the beginning. YouTube rewind time, Coca-Cola Classic time, as we should, for everybody that's tuning in. But this just happened first. But a beginning is a very delicate time. Let's play what caused Representative Green to get censored in the first place. We're going to go back to Trump's first speech for his second term for a joint session of Congress that AOC was also shockingly missing from.
Take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you.
So, what caused it? Well, first of all, I want to pull this up here. You had people vote, and this took place today, right here, right now. For the people that voted, Republicans, yay, were 214. Democrats were 10. So 10 Democrats also fell in line. For the nays, only 198 Democrats, 2 present for Democrats. And for Republicans, there were 4 non-votes and Democrats 4 non-votes. So the totals, 224 to 198. What happened? The House on Thursday voted to censure Representative Al Green for his protest during President Trump's address to Congress this week. A disruptive later promoted his removal from the House chamber. The House adopted a measure in a largely party line 224 to 198-2 vote, making Green the 28th member of the House to receive the congressional rebuke. The censure resolution dubs Green's display as a breach of proper conduct. 10 Democrats voted with Republicans in favor to censure. Green voted present. The censure vote made for a stunning scene on the House floor when Green presented himself in the well of the House for a reading of the censure resolution. As is customary for such a rebuke, the Texas congressman, surrounded by other Democrats, began singing "We Shall Overcome." Republicans called for order in the chamber. After the official censure, Republican Democrat lawmakers began shouting at one another, partisan politics on Capitol Hill. "You're next," one Democrat exclaimed at one point. Representative Dan Messer, Republican, told Representative Anna Presley, Al was wrong, prompting her to respond, "Your members do the same thing." The punishment came less than 48 hours after Green, during Trump's address to a joint session of Congress on Tuesday, the first of his second term, stood up, waved his cane in the air, and yelled back at the president, interrupting his speech within the first few minutes. The protest began when Trump claimed that he had a mandate from the American people following November's election, leading Green to exclaim the president doesn't have a mandate at all. At one point, the longtime Texas Democrat said Trump did not have such authority to cut Medicaid, and some Republicans' eye slashes to the social safety net program. After a warning, Speaker Mike Johnson, and a directive to take your seat, Green continued to vocal the protest. So that's what happened. So what does this mean? Well, first of all, I want to pull this up here because this is also what was taking place.
Congressman Green to the well. Oh, there we go. Let's listen in.
To answering present. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The House will come to order. The House will come to order. Shh. Will Representative Green present himself to the well? By its adoption of House Resolution 189, the House has resolved that Representative Al Green be censured, that Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Al Green be censured with public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. House to come to order. The House to come to order. What's it?
You want to let him keep doing this or until we clear?
The House to come to order. Clear the well, please. Clear the well. The House has to continue its business. Just say the House is in recess.
So yes, they're singing "We Shall Overcome."
Pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the House will stand in recess, subject to the call of the chair.
And also shout out to Joseph George, who tipped $5. A Democrat grew a cajon. Ain't that cute? Yeah, that is cute indeed. But in turn, what does this mean? Well, first of all, for those who are wondering what a censure mean about it, what does it mean? What does it mean? Well, in many ways, when a member of the United States Congress is censured. Censure is a formal statement of disapproval in the form of a resolution that is adopted by a majority vote. A censure does not remove a senator from office, and it does not deny a senator their rights and privileges either. Okay, so who's been censured in the past, folks? Well, I actually have a little bit of a list here, and this is where I love my audience because sometimes you guys and gals just message me, and this is where it's great. So first of all, Timothy Pickering in 1811. Apparently, he was censured for confidential documents. Okay, reading confidential documents. Benjamin Tappan, for releasing a copy of President John Tyler's message to the Senate to the New York Evening Post. Benjamin Tillman. Well, we have two Benjamins. Okay, so Timothy Pickering, Benjamin Tappan, Benjamin Tillman. Wow, he was censured and suspended for fighting in the Senate chamber. Yes. All right, ECW. Hiram Bingham was condemned and censured for employing a staff member. Okay, he was associated with a business. Okay, damn, wow, that was something. Okay. Joseph McCarthy was condemned and censured for abuse and non-cooperation with the subcommittee on privileges and elections. Okay, there you go. We got Thomas J. Dodd for converting campaign funds to his personal benefit. All right, hey, we got ourselves a thief here. And Herman E. Talmug, he was denounced for improper financial conduct, and David F. Dernberger was denounced and censured for unethical conduct in personal business dealings. Okay, there you go. All right, so we got a couple of thieves here. So they're being basically, grain is still okay for the time being. And I would say all that theatrics that we saw in that first congressional joint session meeting by Donald Trump, I would say it made the event more entertaining. So I would say to Representative Green, thank you for making me and my viewing audiences laugh, because that was probably the only thing that was energetic about the Democrats at all. Everyone else, they had their protest and resist shirts or wearing pink pantsuits or having their little ping pong pads with signs. That was it. But hey, I almost thought that Rep. Green was about to use his cane and start hitting people. Now, if he did that, that would have been even funnier. That would have been great. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on it? A nothing burger? Probably so. But all right, the House of Representatives did it. And now we're going to see more fighting back and forth, back and forth. Just another day in America while the whole country burns and our country's falling apart. They're doing all this theatrics, both Democrats and Republicans.